Show you something coming up in this hour. I mentioned this earlier that we have a sellout in 8 minutes product. It's where everything started. It's called the Everything Bomb. So when Dennis first launched this on our sister network, over there at Q, it sold out in 8 minutes. In 8 minutes, it is the everything. You can use it on your skin, you can use it on your face, you can use it on your hair. The price is wild, lowest I've seen at $35. And I do think that you're going to find why it's sold out at that price. You will never be without it again. And again, also that I think it's that amber vanilla scent, which is his quintessential go-to, but there was a time where the scent wasn't paid attention to, and it was the only criticism of it, and now he's come back and improved that, made it even more powerful, and adjusted that scent to be delicious. So that will be coming up in our hour, and we hope it lasts more than 8 minutes. Now we have the lotion coming up in our hour as well, saved just for this hour. Maybe one of our greatest deals aside from the shampoo and conditioner. So if you want to really feel like you got away with something today, I would do our This Day Only shampoo, conditioner, and these lotions. Because they're $94, it is a pack of 2, and you're getting them for $35. I think that's like $6 and change a piece on Flex to get home your favorite lotions. We have 2 different scents to choose from. I love that Fido milk. You're going to see all of those wonderful ingredients that Dennis searches all over the world for right here in the lotion and right here in the Everything Balm. But first, let's get to the items that may or may not be here by the time we're even done with this presentation. This is something everyone uses. It's shampoo and conditioner. And I'm just gonna come around my hunter here and show you the amount of shampoo and conditioner that it would take for you to purchase this same is this, 8 bottles, 4 shampoos, 4 conditioners, over $200 worth of clean beauty product that gives your hair 256%. I said it, I'll say it again, 256% increase in volume. That's like 3 of your hairs. That's all done in a lab. That is not a number he just pulled out of thin air. It is truly impressive. You get all that volume, all of that clean beauty. That's how much you would need to grab the liters that we are offering today. Over $200 in value. Our price, over 75% off. $47.99 for both the shampoo and the conditioner in the scent of your choice. Go ahead and do a flex pay. Get them home for $8 each. You won't be thinking about shampoo and conditioner for the rest of the year. Although you'll be thinking about it every time you use it because you'll see you have just upgraded your game to a true spa experience. These are our 4 scents that are left. I'm gonna give you some quantity updates. Lavender Rain, super refreshing, very neutral, very subtle, but of course, with Dennis, there's always going to be layers and just a wonderful scent story there. But it is light, it is effervescent. Vanilla Waffle, vanilla, almond, waffle, gone, goodbye.
I haven't had lunch or breakfast.
Oh, it's gone though.
Oh,
That's
really?
that's a shame. Okay,
Can I eat the waffle?
You may be able to. I'll move her right here for you. Next we have oh, I love that you put this little rose quartz here. That's lovely. The Tulipia Tray Chic, which is what I purchased before coming out here. I did not want this to sell out. About 580 left of this one, and let me tell you, it is not a floral, 480 left. It is not a floral like anything you've experienced. You have the light florals, you have the rose, you have black tea, the slightest hint of smoke. It is so sophisticated. It is that 5-star luxury spa experience, my absolute all-time favorite, and when they're gone, they're never coming back. These scents are not coming back, not in this size. This is it, not just for the show, not just for the day, but forever. So this is that Tulipia Tray Chic, and I already checked out because I was not going to risk losing it. And last is the Fleur Blanc. If you love jasmine, you'll love this. There's a little bit of water lily, coconut, just spectacular. Getting into the hundreds here on the Fleur Blanc. These are your 3 scents to choose from, and please remember, if you do grab these for over 75% off, free shipping and handling, that's totally taken care of. You will also be able to grab our 3-pack. You will get all 3 of the hair revitalizing treatment mist that everyone is grabbing alongside. We've sold thousands today. They will give you 97% more volume in your hair. They also help to reduce breakage. There's 3 types of hyaluronic acid in these, but they're also body mists. They're also eau de parfums. All 3 of them are. The scents are spectacular. They won't stay in the room after you're gone. You can blend them. You can take them in your purse. Finally, they're a nice size here that you'll actually be able to travel with. And you're getting about 1.5 ounces of each of the scents. This is $90. If you grab your shampoo and conditioner, these become $38. Only if you grab the massive deal on the 75% off shampoo and conditioner.
It's 3 perfumes, and just so you know, when you get it home and you spray it, and because you're used to the typical perfumes where you get this almost headache-induced, blast at first.
Be a little intense,
right? Well, this one it's not like that. So you need motion and heat. So it's got. Sorry, I took a bite.
Did you really eat that waffle? I think that's a prop. Okay.
Yeah, it was a little chewy, and then
Dennis ate plastic. Okay, let's bring someone out. But
it's just old.
But they are a perfume. But they're also they're the eau de parfum that's for your hair, for your body, for everything.
Yeah, they're triggered, right? So the scent that's the thing, and that's what I love about them. They're not overpowering. They're gonna last long. But it depends on your movements and temperature. So if you're just sitting at your desk or you're just watching TV and you're not moving, it's going to mellow out, which is, you don't want it to be strong. But if all of a sudden you're active or you're working out, you go to the gym or go for a walk, it kicks up. And that's when you want, because you're going to walk by someone and,
oh, absolutely.
What's that? Is that?
And, I mean, I used a little bit on my wrist earlier, and I still have it when I'm close, but it's definitely not. Oh, they're incredible. Incredible.
Here's the thing, though. In the summer, when you use a fragrance, what happens when you go outside in the heat?
It kind of sweats off.
Yeah. Well, whereas this one, completely different. The heat actually swells it up, so it makes it last longer. So it was good that I'm dyslexic, because doing things backwards sometimes is the best.
Everything that Dennis does is going to be created for results, for experience, but also for the peace of mind that it's all clean beauty. And if you want hair like what you're seeing on your screen, you're about to see the before. This isn't with 95 different products. She didn't recolor her hair. You're taking hair that is brittle, that is dry, that's breaking.
Fine hair.
It's overly oftentimes, and I'm not saying that your hair was brittle, dry, and breaking, just in general. You have hair that could be limp, it could be fine, it could be coarse, but so often.
Yellowing as well.
Yes.
So those are that's just a trigger, a sign. You're seeing that there is something going on, and what that normally is, 9 times out of 10, a chemical, normally silicone, that's now attached to the hair. Your heat appliances or the actual sun itself. It's like all your floors, your red carpet. They oxidize. That's what's happening, and then what happens there is the hair starts getting finer. You're choked the scalp, it can't breathe, and you start getting out of whack. And that's when styling becomes more of a challenge. Then you lose the vitality, then you lose your hair. So this system is completely different. So the shampoo itself was one of the first that was able to figure out and put in an AHA blend. In other words, alpha-hydroxy acids. So you hear that in skincare, your scalp is skin. So the cleanser is not just giving you volume. It's basically removing and allowing the scalp to breathe, because it's removing what shouldn't be there. Now, some of the silicones it can't, and that's why we have the scrub. Right. We always discount that when we have, especially when we have shampoo conditioners, and as a one-time only or a today special, because if you can't match these before and afters, it's not the product. It just means it can't get through, and there's something in the way that it slipped by me, because I test every new harsh chemical that is active in hair care, even skin care, when it comes to silicones, to make sure that my products can remove it. But they're launching them so fast.
They are. And the scrub is going to be coming up in this hour. We'll be talking about our mist and our shampoo and conditioner, and then you'll have a chance to grab that scrub, which is the deep cleaning. You don't do your deep cleaning at the dentist every time you're there, but sometimes you need it. That's going to be that wonderful scrub there. And if you're not getting these results, we highly recommend getting that deep cleaning scrub. It's fantastic. That'll be coming up a little soon after this. But remember, we are down now to the 100s in that Talipia Très Chic. We
God.
have your Fleur Blanc and the Lavender Rain
Just three
still
left.
available. We've sold out of multiple scents here, and we have sold out of items in minutes today, because I think what we're realizing is everybody knows that they're going to be using their shampoo and conditioner. They've priced not just hair care, even if it's discount, the luxury hair care shampoo and conditioners can go easy starting at $50 up to $100 a bottle for this size.
Yeah, and you can put me up against
That's not,
any one of them.
that is not an exaggeration anymore.
Yeah,
People are truly charging $50 to $80 for luxury hair care with the same
now
ingredients.
With tariffs,
yes, yes.
Look, and that's what I'm saying. You're seeing what we're doing today. Take advantage of it. You just don't know, and I have no idea what's around the corner. So
well, I just
anything
like
can
to
change,
think if
from
I have
ingredients
something
to
that's
people.
I can't think of anything else we have here other than maybe in electronics where I'm saying I'm going to use it for the whole year. I'm going to use this for the whole year. So if you're saying, here's just one less thing I'll have to think about purchasing for the whole year, here's your way to do it. And you're not doing that at our normal price of $202. You're not doing it at the discounted price we had of $133. You're getting this at $47.99 for your whole year, maybe even you and a partner of this hair care, because one pump is it. Whether you have long or thick hair, I speak as a personal testimony. I use it. It has lasted me about 1 year, was this exact size that I had. So, and I have very thick hair.
Like, now I have 38. I can barely get in my shower anymore.
Incredible.
I just finished my first set, believe it or not, because now I've been using so many, but still, just the fact that you got 333 pumps.
That's it. So even if you're washing your hair almost every day.
And you don't need to, and if you're using more than that, it's just, again, we've been brainwashed to think that, like, companies want you to use more, then you'll buy more. I'm about what's the right balance. And I'm concentrated because I was making it for mom, family, people going through the same thing as what my mom was going through. There's no intention. I had no desire to start another brand up. I did that already. What made this interesting for me was, yes, I helped my mom, but it allowed me to go to different parts of the world that I just needed a reason. She was the reason, and then it opened up my eyes to what I always thought, using the whole plant and going to extreme locations. In other words, if you want something to give more volume, if you want something to be more pure, you have to go above the cloud line.
You have to
go where there isn't as much pollution, where the soil it hasn't been completely depleted, and there's also adaptogens, plants that have been around for millions of years that have adapted to every single type of insane weather, location, and they didn't die off. They become stronger. And there's, my God, that was 1999.
Cool is that?
Oh, that journey. Ooh.
But see, who does this? Who says, here's what I need in this?
I was there for almost, 2 months.
That's spectacular.
Yeah, I was eating Spam. I had no food. I was an idiot. I went with a bottle of water. I thought it'd be in and out. I was looking for people not wearing any hats.
Wow.
They have those the wraps just because of the smoke, but normally they don't wear hats. They're out in the sun. Their hair, that's what blew me away when they unraveled. Their hair was down to their knees. Like, you don't get hair that long. Remember, they're in the middle of nowhere. There's no salons. They're using nature and properly. And that's what changed everything for me. And then I remember coming finally home, and back then customers wasn't that bad, so I had nuts all over me.
I really believe
Pockets full.
What
I'm like,
you've
oh my God, I
done.
found something really cool.
Yes.
And here I am, 25 years later.
And what you've done, it's so unique, and it's so
with
unique to you.
one life left. I think I've used them all up.
You have dozens.
I
You have
left.
dozens. Right now, we're very busy with these because this deal is likely to be just like our today's special that sold out in minutes. We're halfway through all of our scents. They will not be coming back. You're seeing on our model an example of 256% increase in your hair volume. Imagine if you took all of your hair,
huge.
you just added another bit. That would be the 100%. Then you added another one of your full hairs. That's 200, and another half. That is all in a clinical study in comparison to the untreated
and something
control.
that you're rinsing out too, right?
Yes.
Remember, this is a shampoo and a conditioner. The conditioner is like a Uber treatment. But again, I didn't want to go fancy on the names. I wanted it to be really straightforward so you use it properly. The shampoo's there to cleanse. It's there to basically remove and give me the perfect canvas. That's the alpha hydroxy acids, fruit acids, hibiscus has been one of the main drivers. powerful. And fruit acids, and that was added to the 2XL to get it more beefy, because I want to basically remove all that shouldn't be there, and that's why you see the color shifts, especially in lighter hair. And then the conditioner, that's really the magic, and you have full control. So if you put it into your hair and you rinse it out within 2 minutes, you will score the volume. If you want more on the conditioning and a deeper treatment, you just leave it in longer, or you can treat just by, before you get into the shower, a couple minutes before, put it in dry hair and mid-shaft to ends, and then go into the shower. And it also, you can have a longer shower with your hair wet too.
Is there protein in the conditioner?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna help to strengthen your hair and strengthen the bonds in your hair too. That usually comes with an additional hefty price tag.
Biomimics naturally what your body, your hair, your scalp has. I found it in nature, so it's biomimicking.
Incredible. This is
bioidentical, sorry.
I wouldn't have known the difference. This is incredible. We're seeing a lot of you are loving the Tulipia Tray Chic, just like me, because who would think to say, I want to have a little rose, I want tulip, but let's also add the black cumin,
tea.
Let's add the
Smoke.
Pine, the smoke,
Little
the tea. Let's go to that wonderful spa that we got the gift certificate for one day, and then that's that elevated scent, very sophisticated.
Love fragrance.
Last chance to grab that one, and then of course the Lavender Rain, which is very, very fresh, or the Fleur Blanc. If you're like me and the scent of jasmine just transports you, you're going to love that. But remember, if you're hoping to grab these, which I think you were so wise, Amanda, to say they used to come in this bottle, but this was hard to take this one on the go. So now we have the scents here in this purse, pocket, wherever it may be, one in the car. You will get all 3 of these for $38, normally $90. And these are absolutely an eau de parfum. They are clean beauty. They're meant for the face, the skin, the body, but also the hair. Because I know everyone's going to be stealing them. I already bought 3, and I do think I'll buy 3 more, because this is going to be your everything refresh, not just your scent, also help to odor neutralize malodors, but you're going to be adding 97% more volume on your hair due to that triple hyaluronic acid formula that brings all of the water from nature and the environment and says, boom, we got you, we're coating you, we're creating a protective barrier.
It also wakes up the fibers that are deposited from the conditioner in the 2XL, and that's the magic. So they're cotton silk fibers, cotton silk fiber being one of the toughest ones on the planet. But I'd love for Amanda to come in, and just under the sense that I don't even know which one her favorite is. See if she can...
Is it Sunset, Amanda?
The honeymoon scent, because it takes me back to our honeymoon.
So
I do
that's
love
Luna de
sunset
Miel.
as well.
That means honeymoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stole
Ding,
it.
ding, ding. I just realized.
If it's in pocket.
If that wasn't
Luna
my
de
favorite scent, there might be a problem.
Luna de Miele.
That means honeymoon in Italian?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
I'm Italian. Hey. Oh.
Okay, so that's your favorite. Why do you love that one, Amanda?
Yeah. It just takes me back to our honeymoon.
Yeah, good one.
Takes me right back there, you know?
Good one, Lacey.
Scent has such a connection to our memories. So, yeah, it just brings me back to Mallorca with Dennis.
Looked for ingredients.
I love that.
It was payback from the glacier.
You need to show the camera her face on your arm, because that's incredible. This is just beautiful. There she is, right here. This is true love.
The one that says
you better be moisturizing my face there.
Pear, orange blossom. You cannot do this. Oh my God. Pear, orange blossom,
she
jasmine.
Says, why do you use that voice? That's my Amanda voice.
It's not about, when I do my husband, I do it like this. He's like, I don't even sound like that. I said, I don't know, it's the best I can do.
Oh my God.
So Amanda, aside from these wonderful sprays that we have, remembering that we're getting them for over $60 off, which one of the scents is your favorite in the shampoo conditioner? You can't go wrong, but which one do you gravitate to?
It's tough, yeah, you can't go wrong. They're all beautiful, but I'd have to say Tulipia. Tulipia is just beautiful. It's special.
So the Tray Chic, now rose-wise, but it's not your typical rose, right?
Yeah, it's like a soft, powdery rose. So it's not that intense rose, because I'm not actually a fan of those really intense rose scents.
Right.
But this, it's like a floral but soft vanilla. It's beautiful.
It is.
And I don't even have it here because, once again, I've used everything up that I love.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That sharpness of the tea and the smoke.
Yeah, and that's what changes it up. So
That is
it diffuses the that old rose smell that it drives me nuts. My mom, I remember smelling that as a kid. Since even then, and that's when I started playing with fragrance. She'd get mad at me, but I know she didn't, but I can tell because I would take all her cosmetics and mix them together.
Yes. Well, it's nice to do
like
that.
Mad Cabbage, but I'd ruin it all because I'm mixing. I don't know what I made. I'm 4 years old, but it was after the smell.
The smells.
That's what she told me.
And I think that there's something about that sophistication, that sharpness. I was using your Talipia dry shampoo, even when my hair was freshly washed, just to get that scent because it's so intoxicating and it really is elevated. Now to have that in this size, over 75% off. We're down to a couple hundred left.
And it's gone. I don't. There's not much in Très Chic because it was a limited edition Talipia collection. That might be the last. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's the last in the 2XL, but we don't have it in any other shampoo conditioner. I do have it in the Rescue Cream, but I have no idea if there's any left. So it could be all gone too.
You said 4 to 5 years unopened? Or how long did you say?
Yeah, if you don't break the seal.
Okay.
So there's a cap that comes. The pump is separate.
Yes.
So you take the cap off, and then you break the aluminum seal that's on it. That's when the clicker starts ticking because basically now it's starting to oxidize, right, because of the air.
Okay.
So if you don't break that seal, it can go up to 5 years.
This is why I'm going to grab another when I'm off air.
Yeah.
If the scent doesn't come back, I'm going to be kicking
Get
myself.
a few.
They're all winners, don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love just the slightest whisper of lavender? And there's a little bit more than just that lavender rain. You also have the hibiscus.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It really is. And there is an actual hint of rain.
Remember, this is
it's
Quebec,
very
so this is
fresh.
the lavender from down
Yes,
the road. So
yes.
that's why it's all so different as well. And captured at that right moment with the thunder and lightning in a summer storm.
Wait, you're saying the lavender can take on a different scent based on the weather?
Yeah,
Like wine?
yeah, because it converts. Like plants will go into plants are really cool because they're alive and they're like us, want to survive. They adapt. So when there's a storm, the plant, just the bio of the plant will actually morph and change, and there's an oil that gets released. And I believe with the oil, a lot of it is that it lubricates, right? Because
Yes, to protect against that
windy.
weather, the thunderstorms.
Yeah.
This is why they say the wine in this year or that year was very different.
So when you harvest, there's at different times you get different. That's the magic, and that's what makes it so different. And but it takes time, and that's where these days no one has time, and everybody wants it faster. But that's what makes it really unique and special. That's why it took lavender. It was 20 years before I launched it.
Dennis,
I didn't like the way it smelled.
let me tell you, when I saw that you had thunder and lightning listed on the scents, I said, it's Dennis being Dennis. And I did not understand it actually meant the lavender was harvested during lightning and thunderstorms, and that lavender takes on a different scent, different notes. That's spectacular. This is just, it's a collector item. This is incredible if you're thinking
and small
of grabbing
batches,
too.
right? So that's why
Wow.
I can't do massive. There's no way I can create that quality, mass producing, and I don't want to. That's not why I came back. I want to do special things, and that's why you'll see something disappear. Either I can't keep up, or I'm moving to the next because I believe I have something better. But yeah, the scent-wise, this is your opportunity. When I say it, I really mean it. 2XL in the lavender moon and lavender mist will not come back.
Wow.
Even Très Chic, none of them will come back. Especially with the 2XL formula.
Wow.
And I don't have them projected in any formula in a shampoo conditioner for a very long time. There's something else coming.
And these are the best selling of the shampoo and conditioners because everyone wants clean, moisturized, thicker, more volumized hair. Of course, you're seeing here your before and after. This is with a single wash. If you're not getting these results, try the scrub. That'll be coming up next. But this wash is going to create a whole new experience. Maybe you've been putting on too much gunk that's actually clogging those pores. It's preventing your hair from growing healthily. It can cause additional breakage. It can cause brittleness. You might be afraid to be brushing your hair because it's breaking off. The quality of your hair care it's it's tantamount. It is so important, and this is why you can go into a salon and get your hair washed once there and go, wow, that was incredible. Can I buy that shampoo and conditioner? And they'll say, sure. It's $60 for this bottle and $60 for that bottle. The bottles are half the size of this. They were using this size to wash your hair.
Yep.
Now you're getting 4 bottles of shampoo, 4 bottles of conditioner, each one of them easily worth what it would be over, $25 each. And you're getting them both home for $8 a piece on Flex. If you're using your HSN card, it would be $6 a bottle on Flex. Remember, all free shipping. So don't question, since they're going to be very big and very heavy, if that's going to cost you the arm and the leg and the shipping and handling. These are completely shipped for free. And I do think now there is going to be a savvy decision to grab 2, because you can keep them for up to 5 years unopened. Imagine right now saying, I'm giving myself a gift for 2 years to never think about purchasing shampoo and conditioner again.
Think about what's happening. Nothing's becoming cheaper, right?
This is 75% off, good for 5 years, something you know you're going to use. It's not like, will I still love this color
and
next year?
I'll just say, I'm Canadian, so you know what's going on. The future, I have no idea. All I know is it's not going to get cheaper.
I am going to keep taking showers. I am going to keep taking showers. I know that. Hopefully I will.
Yeah.
So this is going to be something I'll be using for the full year. And it's just one less thing to think about, but also one more thing to look forward to.
Well, you can gift it.
To look forward to
it's
the
like
shower
Halloween
again.
as a kid when you get the big chocolate bar.
Oh, yeah. To gift one is an excellent idea. Mother's Day is just a couple weeks away. You can't go wrong with any of the scents if you know that she loves slight rose, but I'm telling you, this is not just the rose. It's not the rose you knew when you were younger. It's not the rose of your mother. This is the rose that has that tea, a slight smoke, a sophistication.
Runway. That's why it's très chic.
It's
like
very
walking
expensive.
down
It's
the
very
Paris
couture.
runway.
Yes,
or Fashion Week. The fleur, the white florals, clean. So that's kind of like the fresh. Fresh linen, but on a floral note. And the lavender is just unique. It's basically captured thunder and lightning. So when I say thunder and lightning, it's in there. Like that's the magic of it.
Yes.
The plants change. I was able to, and that's why I finally got to launch my lavender. And then the one that sold out already was the Lavender Moon. Similar base, but just more dramatic. So nighttime, like things that flourish in the moon.
And my personal preference, I already purchased and checked out with my Talipia. It was a must-have for me. If that is your favorite, we have about 200 left of them and about the same amount of you on the line right now. So I would highly recommend, if you have fast fingers, you can find item number 089622, and you can choose between that Fleur Blanc, the jasmines, the really, really light floral scent here, very neutral, very, everyone would love this, one size, fits all. Love that scent. If you want that runway 5-star hotel, unbelievable spa-like experience that is just so sophisticated, we are in the 100s.
Very well.
In the 100s.
It's just modern.
And then truly capturing the thunder and lightning on the lavender. I thought, what could Dennis possibly mean by that? And now you explained it, and I'm almost having a FOMO. I might have to go back and grab this one as well.
It's done so well. Like everyone, once they get into the lavender, they all say the same thing. It's just beautiful. It's different.
It will be the second to sell
like
out, I think,
the
after
real
this
lavender.
one. Yeah, this is remarkable. This is not some synthetic note lavender. And then we are now down to the hundreds in the Fleur Blanc as well, in those hundreds. So if you are grabbing these, you would be remiss not to be aware of our bonus buy. We have sold thousands of these revitalizing hair mist. It used to come in a bottle that was not really travel friendly, and we have fixed that, and now you don't have to choose which scent you want. You will be getting all 3. The Lavender Rain.
Well, you can't even get the old one anymore.
Wait, does the Lavender Rain have that same thunder and lightning lavender in it?
That's why I had to put it there.
Oh, good. Okay, so then now I know at least I'm grabbing that in one place. Then we have the Luna de Miele, which means honeymoon in Italian.
Yes, and it has honey for my honey.
Learning so much.
And the honey, we actually did it ourselves and nearly got killed. 80,000 bees in the hive. Never go to a hive after a rain.
Never go to a hive.
They're in the hive. And
okay, I won't.
Yeah, normally you get the honey out of the hive.
Okay.
So I don't know what she was thinking, the beekeeper, but when she curled her fingers and kind of let out a Oh.
You went to the hive to find the exact right
run.
honey.
If you run, you're done. So you have to just stay put, and my mind's racing. There's a donkey. Should I jump on the donkey? Go slowly. Donkeys, they were so cool. I want a donkey. I want my own donkey.
Can we just record him,
They're so cute.
Oh my goodness, they actually are really
Oh
cute.
my God.
I'm with you on that. Normalize more
They
pet
loved
donkeys.
me. I was ripping the grass and feeding them. So
So this is the honey that Dennis nearly lost everything to grab that honey. It's in the honeymoon scent, but you're also getting in that same scent the jasmine, the anise, the cedar. We love that, and of course a vanilla blend. Now I do love it. We talked about the lavender rain for a bit already, but my favorite is the Sunset Beach, because I'm always searching for that wonderful vacation scent. Sometimes we think about it when it has, where you have a little bit of the marshmallow, a little bit of that coconut, but sometimes it's just a little bit, youthful for me, and I want something slightly more sophisticated and nuanced.
Yep.
And you have hit the nail on the head with this one.
Yeah, this one I did good. I because like at the end of the day,
I'm adding more.
A lot of the tropical beach, it's like 101 suntan.
It is exactly it. They go,
Yeah,
oh, I'm at the beach, and this is different.
Cheap coconut with some fake vanilla that is like 101. They must buy it all at the same place. I wanted nothing to do with that. White musk, that plays a big role in this. Sandalwood, which basically cuts back the coconut. So, and using the Bali coconut, which is an orange based coconut, also gave me a unique base. Bringing in the sea spray, the jasmine, and the salt as well. So it took time. But I think it's the best beach aroma out there.
And they are eau de parfums for about $12 a piece if you are grabbing them alongside our shampoo and conditioner.
Crazy price.
Otherwise,
it's
it will be $90, but if you are grabbing them as our bonus buy, it will be $38. So we love that. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, that scalp scrub that we've been talking so much about.
And that waffle's going to go away.
Spend the day embracing all things stylishly bright and breezy for summer. Don't miss our 24-hour Summer Style Sneak Peek event. Starts tomorrow. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
It's Customer Appreciation Month.
And you know what that means.
Every day in April, we are celebrating you.
With special offers for each day of the week.
It's our way of saying thank you.
We're going to spoil you with extra savings.
Plus, deals galore and more.
Don't you just feel the love?
Join us for a month of daily offers all April long.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
Cream that when you rub it, it turns into a powder.
Okay.
So it doesn't transfer.
So the alchemist here is telling me about some new products he has in the can, getting ready to go.
I can't say anything, but you just said something.
Yeah. I don't even understand how he does what he does. But this is actually really interesting because you're going to feel a slightly bit like an alchemist yourself when you get this home. This is the Body Polisher Coconut Grove Body Scrub. Now, this is the only way to ever get the luster, the shine, the smoothness of your skin. So many of us, we just keep putting on moisturizers and we go, I'm not really seeing great results. It's because we're putting them on top of dead skin cells, more and more and more. This is the wonderful, efficient way to remove and slough those dead skin cells and also add the shine and luster back to your skin, while of course finally allowing the moisture to enter in through that barrier. The price is fantastic. We've taken about $25 off. Am I doing that math right? Yes, about $25 off for the sale. You're getting it home for $11 and change. We have 21 reviews on this customer pick, and it's almost a perfect 5-star rating. Nearly everyone has come back and said 5 stars, and that was at that close to $60 price point. So today you're getting a new lowest price deal. You'll only see it in this show for the next few minutes. Free shipping and handling, just choose your scent. We have Coconut Grove and Honey Bloom. Now, when I said you're going to be a little bit like an alchemist, it's because Dennis, once again, has said it has to be the most efficient. It has to work as great as possible.
Yep.
And that means it shouldn't be pre-stirred and completely emulsified before I ship it out.
Yeah, because then we're activating it, and when it's raw like this, I need you to mix it. Basically, once you energize it, then it becomes 100% active. Right now, it's about 25%. So we basically give it a bit of a mix to make sure that we've got the right dose of actives, but you do the magic when you're ready to use it. Once you do that, you're basically turning on the switch, and that becomes fully active.
And so I can use a spoon,
because energy,
whatever I have.
We're made up of energy. So once you put that energy that you're putting into that product, it becomes yours as well. And you will see, like, again, a body polish is a body polish. This is the first one I've done my whole career. Again, I'm not going to launch something just for the sake of launching it. I'm not about that. It has to react differently and serve a better purpose. And active-wise, the honeys that I've had access to, and the coconuts, like this is 25 years of searching.
Wow.
And being to some of the most remote, and that coconut tree that's growing in Honduras, all of a sudden I find in a different part of the world, but it's in a different climate, that it's not really supposed to be there, but it learned how to adapt. Well, when you do the analysis of it, it becomes like magic. You just found a coconut that is better than any other one. The only issue is you look around and there's not that many. So that becomes limited in supply, right? So limited in nature. So this scrub has those actives. So the honeys that we're using is a blend and some of the rarest and most potent, and we're leaving it raw. It's straight from the source.
Is that what the crystallization is?
So
it's crystallized honey?
Yeah, that's why you need to give it the blend and you give it the mix. You'll see, because then it's also the pink coconut.
It feels a little warm.
Yeah, and then it heats up.
Whoa.
Yeah. No,
What's going on?
It's so cool. And
this
again,
is cool.
It's the base that we're using, that thermoactive. Again, temperature plays a huge role. The warmer the water, then the more stick you get. So the more of the conditioning side of it, it's always going to polish, but you'll see the glow that you get from it. Again, not using any silicones or chemicals. It's just to die for. It's, my opinion, a true natural scrub, but active-wise, the best honey that I could find, the most active honey. Same thing with coconut, and they're blends.
Okay, first things first, it just feels great.
And that's why the smell is so unique. It's straight from the active.
This feels great on. I really want to do my legs right now too. And this is only my experience. I'm speaking as myself. I have eczema. If something can make me bright red, it will. So I can tell that we're talking about Drew as well. Really?
He drinks a glass of wine. He turns the color of the wine.
So
I have contact dermatitis.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So if you have something where you're going, I don't usually use scrubs, or maybe it's going to be a little too intensive, this is wonderfully fine.
I hate those ones. They hurt.
And I can tell that it's not just dissolving in my hand. This is a crystallized, as you said, the honey is crystallized. Remember, we're talking clean beauty, Customer Choice Award. All of you voted the Customer Choice Award for Best Clean Beauty Brand, Most Innovative Clean Beauty. And now you have a customer pick where we had, a couple dozen people come in, and almost every single one said 5 stars. And remember, 5 stars on a body polisher meant it went beyond what I expected it to do. So now that I've rubbed it on, imagining it being my legs.
Did you go dry rub?
I didn't put any water on it
Okay,
yet.
perfect. And that's how you'll get the best result. And when you do that with some of these other ones, they hurt. Like, I'm surprised they didn't cut you.
But then do I just go in the shower?
Yeah, then you just get wet.
And then I just go in the shower and wipe it off, and that's it?
Well, you're going to emulsify it. Once you add the water to it, you'll see it'll froth up.
Okay.
So it has cleansing ability, so it will cleanse. It's going to remove and deposit.
Oh, interesting.
And we're depositing pure hydration back into the skin. But you're using natural, like the healing power of honey. And we've got from a high elevation honey to a low elevation, but they're all unique and when you combine it, to me, it's the perfect honey, the perfect coconut, bringing in different areas from, again, we call it the extraordinary. So when it comes to location, climate, it's not what you find, here, or even if you just order it in a manufacturing lab. Like, we're straight at the source. I know the people that are picking it. I've had lunch with them or dinner, ate really weird stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, but see the glow and see how smooth?
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went further up on my arm because I had already done the glacial milk mask on my hand earlier.
For tanning, you want to use this before you tan. Yeah, this is the magic for me when it comes to tanning. So it's a must-have.
And in fairness, I already did glacial milk mask on my hand, so that was there, but I hadn't done my arm yet. Whoa! That took the dead skin cells right off, no redness, no inflammation, no burn, and then I just get in the shower. But it really does feel kind of almost like my toddler kid's skin.
Yeah,
that is wild
and
soft.
Then you put this on top. Now, this is the Ojan oil. What started me off, got 1999.
Look at
paddle down river, and this is what I came back with. But now, over the 25 years, this has been my last and it will be my last alteration. I'm done after this. Like, there's nothing more I can do, and I will do, other than now I can bring fragrance into it. But this is basically the Ojan oil, but not even 2.0. This is 10.0. The fact that I was able to take finally, and this is why I've ended it, the orange peel that surrounds that nut, there's so much good in that, but it's too bright orange. I couldn't make it work. I tried and I tried for years and years and gave up. And then, my God, my 20th anniversary, I Google the ingredients, big search there. Google searched it, orange peel, Ojan. And all of a sudden, this lab shows up, a nano lab, that they basically took the orange peel and amalgamated it with the nut. They gave me the credit, but at the same time, they finally made it work. And it's not orange, it turned into a milk, and it's water immiscible. So it blends with water and oil, and that's 200 times smaller in particle size. I fell off my chair.
Wow.
Brazil,
so true absorption.
Off I went. And yeah, it's opened up a whole new, for me, it made it exciting. So now it's a new exploration on where can I add it? How does it work? How can we make it work better? This balm, I don't care where you put it, from your nails to your scalp, to your hair, to your ends, to your feet, your hands, your bum. It doesn't matter where it goes. You will feel a huge difference. And as you wear it, it gets better and better. You can blend it with anything. The Rescue Cream and this. Polish, the one you just saw.
Yes.
Or the Glacier. And then you basically finish with this. But if you mix it with the cream, it blends it so perfectly well.
Wow. You know, I've only had 1 or 2 treatments where someone did a full body treatment at a spa, and I don't think that my arms looked better than they do right now after just using that body scrub and this balm.
Words can't give it.
It doesn't. It sold out in 8 minutes, and that's all that matters. You know, that network is quite large, our sister Q network. In an 8-minute sellout, it just does not happen. An 8-minute sellout, and it has become not just a customer pick, it's become the biggest customer pick here for Tweaked. Huge. All of you are loving it because of those 3 forms of hyaluronic acid. The reduction
which was never in there before.
Never.
It has a thermoactive gel.
Incredible. That reduction of fine lines and wrinkles that we all are looking for, we're finding that when you're using it on your skin, on your hands, on your face, on your neck, on your décolletage. And then the results on the hair are just as wow. You can use it all over the body, all over the hair, all on the nails. And that's why it really is the everything balm.
And in the past, if you scraped it and put it on your nail, it would just drip off, right? Because of the heat of your body. Well, the gel that's, oh my God, her hair is so shiny.
It's beautiful.
Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, squirrel.
That's stunning. It looks like AI. It doesn't even look real, but I'm seeing it in the studio. And so you're saying that's not a bunch of different sprays and conditioners and all that?
We got rid of our styling products. We have cherry. I think that's it. We got rid of everything else. Don't need it. The base and the shampoo conditioners, and now you need a leave-in. You need something that's going to, and skin, hair, scalp. And one product that can do that all is amazing. But remember, you can blend this, because now you can blend it with water, any water base, whereas an oil and water don't mix. This does now, because it's been nanoed. And nanoed, what I mean by that, and it's green nano. So basically it wasn't with metals and irons, because that's the negative side of nano, but not this one. They're a green lab out of Brazil, and it was actually used, it's water was what they used to react it, which basically mixed an orange peel into the Ojon nut, amalgamated it, reduced the size by 200 times, the molecule size, which means it's itty bitty now. It can penetrate anything, and it does it muy rapido, and it doesn't go greasy. Now, the best part is the 37 degrees, this gel, it's in there as well. I had to, because this is so temperamental with temperature that at body temperature, it would melt, and you'd have to put it back in the fridge if you lived in Florida. It was delivered in the summer. This gel now, when it hits 37 degrees, it beefs up. It doesn't melt.
Wow.
It does the opposite. So this way, when you put it in hair, you can have the finest hair. It'll never, ever grease it up, because as it warms up, it stiffens. Not to the point where it's crunchy, but it just doesn't melt. So this way, it's never greasy, and it morphs in and out as you change temperature. And that's what has made this now. And you can read the reviews, because people are just, they can't, like, the Holy Grail just got even better.
And I love that we have our free shipping and handling. Everyone can get this sent to you for $11 and change. Use your HSN card. It's $8.75. And it's that huge customer pick for years and years that has only been improved upon. Even the scent that has been improved upon.
Yeah, it's golden amber. So
yes.
it was one of the lost and now found amber aromas that I originally created in 1999 on a stoop in Italy at Villa Floriani. That's who we partnered up to make the product, because they grew their own ingredients, and I met them when I worked for Red Door in New York.
Cool.
Not at Red Door, but I did some design work for them. So
Villa
small
Floriani,
world.
where in Italy is that?
Vicenza.
Oh,
yeah.
That's my favorite.
I would go to Italy for a day and come back.
My absolute favorite. These are just scents that they're going to wow you. They're going to really be arresting. And don't keep it in your kitchen, because the unassuming might open it and think they're supposed to eat it. It's really
they do use,
precious.
They use the orange peel to cook with.
Yes.
Believe it or not. Like, nothing goes to waste, but you get to now experience what I've been, like, the medicine, not men, medicine women of all these villages that I've been lucky enough to visit would always say to me, because I always say, what's the magic? What's the magic with plants? Something I don't know. And they always say the same thing, use the whole plant. If you can use and utilize the entire plant, even from the soil to the roots, everything, like an extract in that basis, you have the magic, basically, magic of the planet and more. And it makes sense, because anything I've done that way, oh my God, but very difficult, because now you're even more limited, because it's not easy to do.
It's so much harder to find these ingredients.
This was fate. And 20 years, and I Google it, and someone did that for me, because I just put it out there, I guess. Wow. And the universe gave me a fave back, and immediately wanted you guys to get it. And I knew once you touch it, and the ones that have been using the Ojon from day one, they knew. And yeah, it's a holy moly.
when you mentioned that those particles become, did you say 200% reduction in size?
200 times smaller in molecule size.
So what does that mean? That means it's actually able to penetrate.
Easily.
Easily, like
really
immediately
simply.
gets in.
Yes.
It's the difference between an ant getting in your house and a dog getting under the door.
But the cool, not just penetrate, but it becomes a carrier. So it's like the Ferrari now that I can just load up with whatever I want to bring in with it. And that's what the magic is.
I love this whole hour, because I feel like I'm learning more from you all the time. It never ends. This day only, we have to remind you because there is a chance they will be gone very soon. This is a $202 value. You're getting 4 shampoos and 4 conditioners. The full liter size here, the $202 value for under $50. For $47.99, yes, that's free shipping and handling. We have 3 scents still available. This is the one that I already checked out before I came out on air, and that was wise because we have less than 100. We have just a couple dozen left of this scent, which is the most sophisticated luxury spa scent you will find. There is a hint of tea, there's a hint of smoke, but of course you have that tulip and that rose. Just remarkable, will transport you. And if you are grabbing these for really pennies on the dollar, you are also able to now grab our bonus buy. $90 worth of eau de parfums. You're not choosing, you're getting all 3 of them. They will now become $38, but only if you are getting our shampoo and conditioner jumbo deal here. These are great for your hair. They create 97% more volume in the hair. They're great for your skin. They are, of course, clean beauty, which I love. They have that hyaluronic acid, but the scents are remarkable. And if you wanted the lavender rain in that shampoo and conditioner that truly has captured the scent of lightning and thunder because the lavender was harvested specifically during those weather systems. I just love Dennis. It's incredible. That is one of the scents on our bonus buy. And then you also have the honeymoon scent and my favorite, which is that sunset beach, a real step up. It really does take what you would imagine your vacation scent to be to a new, more sophisticated level. And you can keep them on your skin, use them for your hair, use them to refreshen your hair, give that shine, give that volume. But most of all, knowing that you are getting 3 perfumes for about $12 each does not happen in today's world, but only if you say, set me up with my shampoo and conditioner for the year. And let's do that for around, I don't know what it is, $6 or $7 a bottle on FlexPay. This is our last item of the hour. It's been a really fun, adventurous hour, and we've saved one of the very best for last.
Did we still have an hour, or we did 2?
We did 2
Okay,
hours,
yeah, that's what
but you
I
know
was
what?
doing
It felt like it probably felt like more to you because you've been out here for 12 hours going now. Very impressive. You're still standing. This is the 8 ounces of Restore the Body lotion. You have your options of the Amber Vanilla, which everyone loves, or the Phyto Milk. But we're not just doing one. It is a 2-pack. So this is a $94 value for the 2-pack, and we've taken $60 off of this. Free shipping and handling, I know.
Wow.
Free shipping and handling
And this
as
doesn't have a
well.
lot of airtime.
No, no, no. Home for under $6 a bottle. And remember, keep one, gift one. Mother's Day is coming up. This is the way to do it. But also just having that really wonderful, easy, lightweight body lotion that has all of your good for you ingredients that is totally clean beauty.
It's summer, ideal for summer. Plus, it's also loaded with, it's called Lumipod for any suntanners out there.
Yeah.
It activates melanin to give you a safe tan, but extends it as well. So it's in this, and I'm getting you ready for my tanning step that's coming. Not for a little while, but we got to get you ready for it. So you got the polish, right?
Yes.
Just getting you used to the steps to get you a perfect tan that doesn't transfer.
Wow. No
everybody
more
says,
orange sheets and
oh my
orange
God.
couches.
Although I've ruined so much just by testing, but figured out the secret sauce. And this is your step 1. So this works with your natural sun.
Love it.
Right? So basically, is it a self-tan? No, but it's going to basically trigger the Lumipod, which I didn't create, an extract that was put in that basically works with the sun to beef it up and boost your natural melanin to give you a perfect tan.
Oh,
At the same
incredible.
time, 17 amino acids. We're made up of amino acids, so you're getting that hydration, and it's deep layer hydration, so you got the hyaluronic as well. But it's a light gel cream base.
Ooh.
Really effective. And you've got the Phyto Milk, which is basically plant-based proteins. That's where you're getting the aroma of the one. And I believe we have the Amber Vanilla, right?
Yes, Amber Vanilla and the Phyto Milk. And I love the safe sun-kissed tan, but doing it from the source that everything that you do is rooted in just a plethora of knowledge.
A tan? I'm like the most tan Canadian you'll ever meet.
So you had to perfect it.
I
And
know
by the way,
sun. Everyone, think of it. I'm almost at 17,000 feet above sea level. So sun-wise, if you think it's strong here, and that's why I'm amazed at some of these plants that adapt and survive it, right? So, but this has been a customer top pick. The moment that we launched it, everyone fell in love with it because it's multi-purpose. It not only does it give you the hydration, and it's perfect, it's ideal for summer.
Yes.
It's actually, it's seasoned for summer, but you're also getting that boost of the Lumipod, which is, you can Google it, it's basically natural, but science amalgamated to it that boosts your natural melanin to basically give you the perfect tan.
I just want to use this on my legs that, you know, they're not seeing the light of day too much, put some on my feet and just have them look a little more matchy to the rest of my body.
Us Canadians, we're finally coming out of our igloos.
Oh, this is silk.
Yeah,
it is
it's beautiful.
truly silk. If you don't love super thick or heavy creams, this is the way to go. And it really is a large amount that you're getting because each one is 8.5 ounces.
We're getting 2.
And yes, so you're getting 17 ounces
For the
here.
35? Oh my God.
Great, exactly. Great reviews on this. $94 in value. If you're choosing our flex payment, which everyone can use, you can just use any major credit card. It's not layaway. You'll just have $11.67. That's it. You're not even paying for shipping and handling on this. And we will ship you both of these right away.
It's a great,
I think of
offer.
$11.67, I'm not going to notice that. And then when this comes in and I start using it right away and my skin is looking not just more even toned, but also plumper and just having more of that wonderful youthful skin tone because you have 3 different sizes of hyaluronic.
And you got 17 amino acids. Again, I'm trying to match, biomimic what your body is either made up of or what it needs, and especially as we age. And this one was set for 40 plus. Older the better because I'm 58, so of course I'm going to start making stuff for me in my age group because we need different things as we age, right? Because we start not producing. Like even with cell turnover, it starts getting minimized. Well, this is even going to help with that if you use it as an overnight lotion. You can blend this with the Everything Balm, which I said earlier, and you can use the Rescue Cream or this. And again, you'll see it blends perfectly together. And you've now cocktailed it and given it, I can't even explain the cocooning effect that you get from this. Oh my God, and this will now remain because that nanode Ojon, the 200 times smaller, is driving this in even further. And that's what I mean by mixing it. You're basically creating a carrier, and it can carry anything. And because of the fact that you can blend either water or oil to it, a cream like this is water-based and has oil as well. It's an emulsion. Tomorrow, after you rinse and shower, you will still feel this as the nanoparticle, because it's small, will start emitting out because your body goes into, during the day, it's in protection mode.
Yes.
So it's going to put that protection layer, and at night it's repair. So that's when it will keep it in.
I think this is probably one of the most important hand lotions that I've seen.
Did you blend the 2?
I just used the one. Thank you. Let's do it. Let's do some mixology here.
You will freak out.
I love this silk texture already. So here's the texture of what we're seeing on your, remember, you're getting a 2-pack. It really is. And now I'm going to put a little bit of the Everything Balm, you know, the sell out in 8 minutes balm that you can truly use hair, skin, anywhere. And when you combine, oh, wait a second, though. I can tell.
Yeah, imagine if it was oil and water. You can't do that. The fact that it's been nanoed,
that's
you
remarkable.
can now. But you get this puffy.
Hold on, I got to do both
I
hands
call it like
now.
a cocoon, but a couple minutes after you apply, and you'll feel it because it's absorbing, and that shine looks kind of greasy at first.
Going to the legs.
It disappears because it's going. You just got to give it a minute, and it's an OMG, like real hydration, and that's why I knew putting the whole Ojon plant together. It gave me that magic, and I didn't know it was going to be this much. So,
what do you think about feet? Could I put it on my feet?
My feet, think of it, where I'm always traveling. My feet take a beating.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Mixing?
I'm at the leg spa right now. Don't mind me. I'm at the leg spa. But this is exactly what I know my legs need. And to have that wonderful body experience, combining the two, remember, great reviews on this already. $60 off.
Now I'm gonna go tan.
And it will give you an immediate, almost glowy smoothness to your skin, but you just have to choose which scent. Our most popular right now is Amber Vanilla. You cannot go wrong. If you've always wished of meeting Dennis and hanging out with him and being near him, this is the closest scent to describing him. It's just so lovely.
It's been smeared on me for 25 years.
And then we have the Fido milk here available. And how would you describe that scent to people? Because it is light, but there is a nice nuanced scent to it.
Tonka, white musk.
What's a tonka?
Tonka bean.
Okay.
Yeah, from Madagascar, and there's huge benefits with that, like on skin-wise. The amino acids, it's light. It's like basically a lighter version of the amber vanilla, but more to the nutty side.
That's wonderful. The nutty side, both still light, very wearable.
Almost like a praline.
Yeah, $11.67 on a FlexPay, getting them home for under $6 each on Flex. Free shipping and handling on everything. Thank you so much, Dennis.
Oh, no, thank you.
For today,
thank you, everyone.
Congratulations on all of your sellouts. We're going to see you back again at 5 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh my God, I have a break.
You need to sleep for 1 minute.
No, I got to work.
And next up, we have Bobby with Sharif handbags, some really beautiful bags today. I've been Natasha Lloyd. I had so much fun with you today. I'll be back tomorrow for a couple hours of fashion at 2 p.m.
Hi, everyone, and welcome again to HSN. Thank you so much for being with me, and I am so happy to be here for this hour. 1 hour and 1 hour only when you can pick up these incredible masterpiece handbags from Sharif. Sharif, who of course was born into this amazing world back in 1827. His family had